Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far. So today we're going to be doing a will I buy it video, going through the new releases to see if there's anything we're interested in or, not so much. So for starters, I just want to give you the list, the definitive list to where I get my info from, where I get my sneak peeks, where I get all of my makeup, tea and info about new releases, dates, prices, what's coming out, swatches, etc. My favourite accounts on Instagram are Chic Profile, Tavia. She always has, I don't even know where she gets this stuff from, but she always has the swatches you need before anybody else. Obviously I use Trend Mood as well, but FYI Beauty is like the UK's answer to Trend Mood. Trend Mood never posts UK prices, UK dates. FYI Beauty does. I also rely very heavily on Makeup Crazy and Beauty News Official. Those two accounts as well on Instagram always have the sneak peeks, the first hints of what's coming up. So those are when I'm looking through what is going to come up, what's coming out, these are the accounts that I'm looking through. So I will put them all up here so you too can know the tea. So I'm just going to start by having a little look through these profiles and seeing what's coming up. So first of all, let's talk about this Natasha Denona Bronze collection. So I'm sure you've already seen 58 reviews of the eyeshadow palette, cheek palette and lip glosses that Natasha came out with for her bronze collection. Now initially I was like, I'm getting it all. I want it all. I want all the glosses, I want the cheek palette, I want the eyeshadow palette. It's non-negotiable, there's no debate here. I'm having it all. But the one benefit for getting products late as a consumer, there's no benefit when it comes to YouTube. It's ruining my life. But when it comes to being a consumer, getting products late can be a huge benefit really, especially when it comes to limited edition, which I don't believe this collection is, but I feel like Natasha is always quite cagey on whether things are limited or not, so who knows, we don't know. But as far as I've seen, it doesn't say it's limited edition. So there's no rush. If you're not a YouTuber like me and you're not trying to get reviews up before people lose interest or before they've seen 56 already and already made their purchases if they're based anywhere other than the UK, it's a bummer. But if you're just a consumer, it gives you time. It gives you the gift of time. And that gift of time for me with this collection has kind of made me think twice, you know. The cheek palette, I'm not sure I'm going to pick that up anymore. I haven't really seen anybody loving it. I haven't seen anybody getting a lot of use out of all four shades, which is what I like for a cheek palette. The fact that there's two cream products in there already makes me go, because I just don't use a lot of cream. So that's half the palette that I may or may not use very regularly. And then there's that much darker bronze shade, which is going to be too deep for my skin tone as a highlight. And it's very, very shimmery for like any kind of bronzer or bronzer topper. I love that fourth shade, that Super Glow nude shade. Please God bring that out as a single, because that I'd be all over that. But one shade in a palette is not enough for me to purchase it, so I don't think I'm going to purchase that anymore. The glosses, I like the middle one, but I could take it or leave it. The eyeshadow palette I probably will still pick up. I've been wanting or thinking about getting Bieber for a long time, but I've held off because it hasn't got very many shimmers in Bieber. I think there's only like 3 sort of lid shades in there. And obviously the bronze palette has way more and actually probably could do with another matte or two. It's kind of gone too far the other way. But yeah, everybody has loved the eyeshadow palette. I guess the palettes I have that are similar are like my ABH Soft Glam. I much prefer Natasha's formula to ABH, and other palettes are like palettes I've had for a long time and actually could do with, you know, being replaced or updated. So yeah, that is a definite yes, the eyeshadow palette. Probably no to the remaining products, very sadly. Next up, this Melt Cosmetics plum palette. Apparently it was a plum stack. One of their little stacks that they did has now been turned into a slightly larger palette. This doesn't appeal to me. It looks like there's 4 or 5 shades that are all the same. And then the other shades I'm not a huge fan of. I feel like Melt's formula has been very hit and miss lately. You know, so I still haven't got a single palette from Melt yet. None have really pushed me over the edge. So yeah, that's not going to be the one to do that, put it that way. Next up, this Shake primer. This is an eyeshadow primer from KVD Vegan Beauty, the most catchiest name of all time. No, this is a no. I just use concealer for my eyeshadow. I'm not doing anything special. Generally, I'm whacking something in the crease willy-nilly, whacking some kind of shimmer on the lid and hoping for the best. So I don't need an eyeshadow primer for that. I just need to cover up the veins and the redness that are just seeping out of my soul, the darkness. So yeah, I don't need that. This Nabla collection, again, I don't own anything from Nabla, but oh, these glosses, that corally gloss looks right up my street. I was initially interested in the bronzers, but having seen swatches on Trend Mood, I'm not sure any of these bronzers are going to work for me. The first 2 are too light. The third one is very grey. It looks like a contour to me. And the fourth looks too deep and not the right tone for my like skin tone or my undertone. So I don't think there's a shade there that I would be especially drawn to. The blushes look very pretty, but yeah, they're definitely shades that I already have 400 of, so I won't be picking up. That eyeshadow palette is like my nightmare, you know, so that's a no. This new setting spray from Charlotte Tilbury, I have it. Where is it? It's somewhere in this room. So obviously this is a yes. She released a mini size. So this is 35 mils, I believe, this mini size. It was only £15. This is her new setting spray. I did whack some on my face this morning because it literally just arrived through my door. So this apparently the full size is not releasing for a month, but you could purchase this early as a mini for £15, which I love. It's really good because they do say it's like a refreshing as well. So you can use it before makeup, after makeup, and to refresh makeup throughout the day if you're getting a bit flat or anything like that, and you can give yourself a good spritz and wake up your makeup. She's a poet and she knows it. So yeah, I'm excited to play. I literally just whacked this on this morning, and so I didn't really get to properly look and try it out, but I was immediately all over that. I feel like Charlotte Tilbury's complexion products are pucker. I love them all. I love her foundations. I love her powders. I love her bronzer. I love her highlights. So setting spray, I'm all about it. I'll give it a go, even though I don't really use them, you know, because that's the kind of girl I am. I'm conflicted. Next up, this foundation from Colourpop. Now, I always say we can't get Colourpop here. In theory, you can get it here, but you'll be paying high-end prices for Colourpop products by the time they get here. You've paid for delivery and you've paid all of the taxes and charges and everything. So yes, I won't buy it for that reason, because I always just, you know, I have an issue supporting brands who don't want to be in the UK market, don't have a UK stockist. I can't be bothered. I don't feel like I should have to wait 3 weeks and pay double what somebody else did to get a product here if they don't want their brand to be here. That's just how I feel about it. I'm not going to apologise for that. But this shade range, yes, Colourpop, yes. There's apparently only 29 shades online right now, and I think we do have to be a little bit forgiving and patient with everything that's going on with Corona. I know like things like deliveries and everything is delayed, but the image of the shade range at least looks great. So I support you guys buying it. 42 shades, hydrating foundation. It is infused with coconut water, which will be problematic, I know, for some people, so I'm not sure why they've put that in there. But it is hydrating, luminous, medium buildable coverage, natural finish. It sounds like everything I love about foundation. Love to see the foundation have that great of a shade range for a drugstore affordable product, but I won't be buying it because I can't get it here for the price it should be. This matte foundation from Tom Ford. Oh, it's hard because it's got the word matte in it. That's a swear word in this house, okay? Anything with the word matte in it, especially a foundation, and I'm like, no thank you, not for me. no thank you. I don't like to be matte, you can probably tell. You can most likely tell. But you know how much I love his shade and Illuminate foundation. It's my holy grail. I'm wearing it right now. I just can't get enough of it. I love it. So we know the man can make a foundation. So, and it does say soft matte, which, you know, it keeps my interest. I'm definitely going to watch reviews. I'm sure it'll be late to come here, just like everything else. So I'll probably have the luxury of time to see how other people are liking it. But, you know, I'm super happy. If I'm, you know, he's made 2 foundations and he's got the shade and Illuminate. God, I can't remember names, okay? There's so many. If he's got a matte version and a radiant version, obviously I'm going to just stick with my radiant version. I've got confused. I don't know who I am anymore. What's happening? I'm so hungry. Next up, the Urban Decay Lash Freak Mascara. This looks interesting. Look at that wand. What's going on there? I love a crazy mascara, you know. I just love it. I'll have to try it. I will have to try it. It looks bonkers, which means yes, I want to try it. I love the sound of it. I love a bit of innovation, you know. They haven't just copied somebody else's one. They've come up with a bonkers one of their own, and I'm here for it. I have to tell you, I definitely want to try the Urban Decay mascara. It's the first Urban Decay purchase I can remember wanting to really get my mitts on, so that is exciting. This Huda Beauty Silk Balm, I don't think I'm interested in this. I love the packaging. I've heard it's a very small fill. For me, I either want like lip balm that's, you know, like a Vaseline type, whack it on at night, mask your lips type situation, or I want it to have some colour. And as far as I'm aware, this is like clear. Well, it's a very soft light, yeah. I want some colour. If I'm, you know, gonna have some balm on my lips, it's either got to just be a balm, like I don't want it trying to plump me, I don't want it, you know, being stick. I just want it to be like a soothing thing. If I want it to go with makeup, I want it to have some colour, and this does neither quite right for me, so it's an easy pass. Next up, these Scott Barnes lipsticks. I don't think I plan to pick any of these up. They look nice. Obviously, I'm kind of trying not to buy any more liquid lipsticks because I don't wear them really. I don't really like them that much. They are too dry and just problematic for me. His glosses do look beautiful. Again, I don't wear a huge amount of glosses, and I feel like I've got a few glosses now that I'm happy with. I don't need any more, you know, for the sake of having glosses. So yeah, I'm kind of on the fence. They all look very pretty, very nice. I feel if you're into matte liquid lipsticks, then you're probably more so excited about this collection than I am. But yeah, there's nothing in there that's screaming at me to buy it, put it that way. Next up, this Kendall by Kylie Cosmetics collection. You know, nothing appeals to me about this whole collection. I feel like the shadows look very like blah. You know, I get that she's going for like the pastel trend, but they really look like they're only going to work on really light skin. I can't see those colours working on medium and deeper skin. They look a little chalky to me. I hate to say that, but they do. Yeah, that eyeshadow palette is nowhere near my kind of thing, you know. The glossy lip products, you know, they're fine, but again, nothing groundbreaking. Stick bronzers, you know. Again, Kylie Cosmetics, not a brand we can get here. I'd be paying double to get it here. None of it looks exciting or special to me, so it's an easy underwhelmed pass on that whole collection. Next up, this the Sponge by Makeup Eraser. So this is a makeup sponge, you know, beauty blender, beauty sponge, whatever you want to call it. It looks fine. It looks like every other makeup sponge pretty much. You know, they all have their slightly different shapes and colours and things. The unique thing about this sponge is supposed to be that it's machine washable. You're supposed to put it in the washing machine. And the box says that you wet it like most sponges to apply your makeup, use it to apply, then you wash and dry it. So you can put it in the washing machine and then dry it in the tumble dryer, presumably. And I'm baffled. My mind is baffed because I don't know if I'm going to get like 10 of these, but I how this is how my life works. I don't know about yours. I don't judge you, but I get up in the morning, I take my beauty blender into the bathroom with me, I wash it and I wet it, and then I towel dry it, and then I go about my day putting my makeup on, and then it stays there after I've used it, and I'll wash it in the morning when I come to do my makeup next. If I'm not going to do my makeup for a long time, like a week or whatever, I might wash it immediately after. But the fact is, I never go downstairs. I don't use my washing machine every day. I use it every 2 or 3 days, maybe, okay? I can't, even if this sponge isn't going to get wrecked in there, which I concerns me, how many cycles it's going to go through where it's not going to get wrecked. I don't know that I believe it, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure someone will be doing a test at some point. But it's just a lot of hassle. Like, unless I have 5 of them, how long am I going to wait? You know, it's got to go into the washing machine. I'm just going to use it like every other sponge and just rinse under the tap and use my soap. So I feel like that's really gimmicky to be like saying, oh, it's machine washable. Like, I mean, what use is that to me? Why do I want it to be machine washable? Am I going to start putting my makeup brushes in there next? Oh God, this just sounds, I mean, if anything, this just sounds like more washing for me to do, and I'm definitely out. I'm out. No thank you. There you have it. Those are all my thoughts on these new and upcoming releases. I'd love to know what your thoughts are, as always, down below. Try and change my mind. Try, please. Tell me why I should change my mind. I'd love to see you in the next video. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye.